No. All right. Hello. Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to come at you so aggressive. I just found I guess what seems like an interesting NPR article, and read a couple of lines. But before I go any too deep, I'm gonna bring us all in, and we're gonna read it together. We're gonna read it together. So, and then we'll see if we can, I don't know, see if there's anything true or anything false. I don't know. Does the president lie? What do you think? I don't know. I don't have a, I don't have an opinion, or maybe I do. Um, okay. President Trump gave a speech and signed. Oh, let's go to the title. Targeting Medicare for all proposals. Trump lays out his vision for Medicare. Oh, how exciting! Um, President Trump gave a speech and signed an executive order on health care Thursday, casting the Medicare for All proposals from his Democratic rivals as harmful to seniors. Interesting. His speech, which had been billed as a policy discussion, had the tone of a campaign rally. Trump spoke from the Villages, a huge retirement community in Florida outside of Orlando, a deep red part of a key swing state. His speech was marked by cheers and standing ovations and intermittent chants of 4 more years or 4 4 more years by an audience of mostly seniors. They're very old, so that's probably how they sounded. 4 more years. Is that good? Should I stop saying that? Okay. Trump spoke extensively about his administration's healthcare achievements, yeah, and goals and the health policy proposals of Democratic candidates for president, which he characterized as socialism. Ugh. The executive order he signed had previously been titled "Protecting Medicare from Socialist Destruction." The executive order he signed had previously been titled "Protecting Medicare from Socialist Destruction" on the White House schedule, but has since been renamed "Protecting and Improving Medicare for Our Nation's Seniors." Yeah, maybe that's a better title. How extreme! Almost comical. I mean, the whole administration is like a big comedy show, so that doesn't surprise me. Um, in my campaign for president, in my campaign for president, I made you a sacred pledge that I would strengthen, protect, and defend Medicare for all our senior citizens. President Trump told the audience of retirees, "Today, I sign a very historic executive order that does exactly that. We are making your Medicare even better, and it will never be taken away from you. We're not letting anyone get close." The order is intended, in part, to shore up Medicare Advantage, an alternative to traditional Medicare that's administered by private insurers. Oh, okay. Private insurers. The program has been growing in popularity, and this year premiums are down and plan choices are up. Okay. The executive order directs the Department of Health and Human Services to take action to improve several aspects of Medicare, including expanding plan options for seniors, encouraging innovative plan designs and payment models, and improving the enrollment process to make it easier for seniors to choose plans. The order includes a grab bag of proposals, including removing regulations that create inefficiencies or otherwise undermine patient outcomes, combating waste, fraud, and abuse in the program, and streamlining access to innovative products like new treatments and medical devices. The president outlined very little specific policy in his speech in Florida. What a surprise. Instead, he attacked Democratic rivals and portrayed their proposals as threatening to seniors. Leading Democrats have pledged to give free health care to illegal immigrants, Trump said, referring to a moment from the first Democratic presidential debate in which all the candidates on stage raised their hands in support of health care for undocumented immigrants. For undocumented migrants. "I will never allow these politicians to steal your health care and give it away to illegal aliens." Healthcare is a major issue for voters and one that has dominated the presidential campaign on the Democratic side. In the most recent debate, candidates spent the first hour hashing out and defending various healthcare proposals and visions. The major divide is between a Medicare for all system supported by only two candidates, Senator Sanders and Warren, and a public option supported by the rest of the field. Trump brushed those distinctions aside. Every major Democrat in Washington has backed a major government healthcare takeover that would totally obliterate Medicare. He said, well, there's a nice fat lie. He said, these democratic policy proposals may go by different names, whether it's single payer, the so-called public option, but they're all based on the totally same terrible idea. They want to raid Medicare and fund a thing called socialism. Toward the end of the speech, he highlighted efforts his administration has made to lower drug prices, and then suggested that drug makers were helping the impeachment inquiry. In the House of Representatives. They're very powerful, Trump said. I wouldn't be surprised if it was from some of these industries, like pharmaceuticals, that we take on. Yeah, okay. Republicans are taking on the pharmaceutical industry. Hilarious. Drawing battle lines through Medicare may be a savvy campaign move on Trump's part. Medicare is extremely popular. People who have it like it, and people who don't have it think it's a good thing too. A recent poll by the Kaiser Family Foundation found that more than 8 in 10 Democrats, Independents, and Republicans think of Medicare favorably. President Trump came into office promising to dismantle the Affordable Care Act and replace it with something better. Those efforts failed, and the administration has struggled to get substantive policy changes on health care. On Thursday, administration officials emphasized a number of its recent healthcare policy moves. Trump's vision for a healthier America is much wider than a narrow focus on the Affordable Care Act, said Joe Grogan, director of the White House Domestic Policy Council, at a press briefing earlier. Secretary of Health and Human Services Alex Azar said at that briefing that this was the most comprehensive vision for healthcare that I can recall any president putting forth. Okay. He highlighted a range of actions the administration has taken, from a push on price transparency in healthcare to a plan to end the HIV epidemic to more generic drug approvals. Azar described these things as part of a framework to make healthcare more affordable, deliver better value, and tackle impassable health challenges. Without a big health reform bill, the administration is positioning itself as a protector of what exists now, particularly Medicare. Today's executive order, I don't know if this is Trump. No, it's not. Okay, I'll chill. Today's executive order particularly reflects the importance the president places on protecting what worked in our system and fixing what's broken, Azar said. 60 million Americans are on traditional Medicare or Medicare Advantage. They like what they have, so the president is going to protect it. Really, the sad part about this article is that it's so full of bullshit. The whole thing is just strewn with through a big fat lie. And I mean, it's fine that they have the article posted, just for the sake of having the information out there. I mean, these are things that the dude literally believes and thinks. But none of it's true. The idea is not just to clear it up. The idea that Democrats are pushing is not to it's like right now we have Medicare for the seniors and nobody else has Medicare. It's just once you're 65 and older, you get access to Medicare. He's framing the idea that once the Democrats get their bill in place, Medicare for all, that the plan simply rips away the Medicare from seniors and then just gives it to everyone else, as if only seniors had it. Sorry, seniors, taking away your Medicare, and we're just going to give it to everyone else. Now you guys don't get shit. Now everyone else gets your health care. How's that sound? Is that cool? Is that good? So stupid. It's not true. Medicare for all, obviously, of course, would mean the seniors get to keep their shit. They get to keep their health care, of course, and then everyone else gets a taste of what they're getting. So the best thing you could pay attention to in this article, to make the case for Medicare for all, I forget where they had it, but they said it's 80% popular. Even by people that don't have it, they recognize that it's a good policy. 80% of people support Medicare. They support the idea of Medicare. It's super fucking popular. People love it. And then they somehow twist the argument in some crazy Orwellian way and make it sound like Democrats are trying to take health care away from old people. That's their whole goal, is to take that they want old people to die. Like, that's the goal of Medicare for all. No, everybody gets a taste of Medicare. They all get a taste of that benefit of having healthcare, having their healthcare covered. And then they want to raid Medicare. They want to raid Medicare. That's literally what he's saying. What I just said is what he's trying to present, to fund a thing called socialism. Yeah, the policy. I mean, we have tons of. I mean, this is a moot point. You probably already know this, but we have policies already that are socialistic by nature. We all pay for certain things. We all pay for the roads. We all pay for the military. We all pay for the police, the fire department, etc. We all pay for ideas that are socialized ideas. And so it's just ridiculous. It's kind of a silly article. But it's good to know that this is what they believe. As far as what his little executive order does, I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical. It seems to be just another plan to bolster the private market. Seems to be another kind of sellout to private insurance. That's what it's kind of presented as. They talked about deregulating and yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical. I'm skeptical as to what it's going to really do, if it's going to benefit people in the end. So okay, yeah, that was fun. That was a fun little read. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.